Us. Konbanwa. Genki desu ka? Hope you are genki desu. Hope you are well on Tuesday evening. Welcome to Karate in Your Own Dojo with Sensei Scoot. And I'm on time and hopefully no technical issues this evening. I found out what the technical issue was on Thursday and I must apologise for Thursday's lesson being interrupted. So it's on YouTube, it's in two parts. And the technical issue was I didn't charge my laptop up, and so therefore the blackout that you saw was basically the battery dying. So anyway, it's plugged in this evening and I'm a little bit more organised. Yeah, my apologies about that. Sorry, not to this evening. We should be okay for the whole hour this evening, uninterrupted. So yeah, welcome to the dojo. This evening we're going to do Kihon Ippon Kumite. Now we started this on Thursday, but the lesson was such a mishmash. I'm going to recap set one, right and left side, and not dwell too much on the attacks, but more the defense, the receiving of the techniques. And then we're going to move on to set two and set three this evening. If we don't finish set three, then that's fine. We carry it over to Thursday. So obviously the next few weeks is going to be around Kumite. So this week we'll be carrying on with Kihon Ippon, and then next week probably Ippon Kumite, so which is more for brown belts, but I'll be honest, anyone else can have a go and have a bit of fun with it because it is fun. Don't forget this Saturday is the spring keiko. So the word keiko in Japanese is training, so we've never done one before. And I thought it would be a really good idea to try and bring everyone together right at the very beginning of the Easter holidays. It's a relatively early start. It's a 9 o'clock till 10:30 training session. But I just thought it'd be a good start to the holidays and also get everybody in the mindset of possibly returning to the dojo, certainly juniors from the 12th of April. Adults, it's still looking like the 17th of May at the moment, but obviously I will need a few instructors to help me teach the juniors as well. Still not sure on what nights will be open and what dojos will be open. We're very much governed by obviously the halls that we hire, but I do know that the Gamingay Dojo at the Eco Hub, they're keen to have us back as quickly as possible. So bear with me on that. I will try and keep you updated as much as I can. Remember, you can follow us on Facebook, so Asahi Shotokan Karate, on YouTube, Asahi Shotokan Karate, and our website, www.asahishotokankarate.co.uk. I've tried to get everything so it links in together now. Yeah, hopefully that's sort of the plan moving forwards. And we'll just see how the dojos go and how everything obviously goes. I've had my vaccination, so had that on Saturday morning, and feel absolutely great and fine afterwards, no issues at all. So I'm good, I'm fit and healthy, or getting fit and healthy is probably the right word, continuing that journey. So yeah, so hopefully we'll be back in the dojos before we know it. So anyway, fingers crossed if you can join me on Saturday morning, 9 o'clock till 10:30. You'll need the Zoom link, so please let me know if you haven't got it already, and I will email it to you. Please don't ask me to put it on social media. Not falling for that one again, had too many problems. So you will need to email me or message me, text me, whatever it is, to get the link for Saturday's Zoom session, which is the Spring Keiko. Okay, let's get going. We'll say hello to a few people first of all. Good evening, Andy Sensei. Hope you are well, mate. And good evening, other Andy Sensei. We need to come up with a much better name that's not so horrible as the Gandalf Andy. Good evening, Dexter. Hope you're well. Good evening, Ken. Actually, I think Gandalf's Andy's quite good. Good evening, Paul. Good evening, Lucy. Hope you're both okay. Look forward to seeing you two on Saturday. And good evening, Kayla, and good evening, Tim and Huxtable Clan. Yes, we're all safe and well, certainly in our dojo at home, and hope you are too, and hope everybody else is as well. Juniors, how are you doing at school? Good to be back? Not sure. I think it's definitely good to be back, isn't it? Okay, right. So what we'll do is a traditional warm-up. Get going. Good evening, Christian. Good evening, Zach. Hope you're doing well, Zach. So we'll get the warm-up going, and then we'll start on Kihon Ippon Kumite. Okay, Kiyotsuke. And Ray. Okay, let's just warm ourselves up with a few star jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Okay, bouncing up and down. Relax the body. Forwards and backwards. Okay, sideways. And now 45. And bouncing. And relax. Okay, just shake the legs off. Okay, arms back. Ish, ni, san, shi, o, rok, sich, hach, o, jo. Okay, and forwards. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, si, charge, go, jo. One arm forwards, one arm backwards. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, and change. Ich, ni, san, shi, go. Okay, arms out. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, sich, hach, go, jo. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, sich, hach, go, jo. Wrists, tikobi. Shake your fingers, shake your ubis, your hijiate, your elbow, relax. Okay, shoulders, shoulders, shoulders. Pull back and squeeze your shoulder blades together. And relax. And again, squeeze together and relax. Okay, pull your shoulders down, so pull them down to the ground. So imagine you're carrying big heavy weights in your arms. Okay, and pull your neck up and down, and up, and down, and up, and down. Okay, it's quite a good stretch for the upper part of the back and to release the neck muscles. Okay, you might hear the odd click when you do that sort of thing. It's okay, absolutely fine and quite natural. Okay, so take your right arm across, just stretching the right arm and across with the left arm. Okay, grabbing now the right knee, bring it as high as you can, comfortably. Very good, bring your foot out. Bring it back, higher, foot out, back and down, change, shake the legs off, okay, get your balance, knee up, higher, foot out, back, higher, and out, and down. Okay, then good, so that's your front stance. Okay, left arm out. Just to warm up, Gyakuzuki. Ich. Okay, and back. Ni. Back. San. And back. And I'm stretching as I'm pushing. Shi. I'm stretching my arm. Okay, not my shoulder. I'm stretching everything down here. I'm pulling up the back here. I'm feeling a stretch. This is more of a stretching exercise than it is a punching exercise. Okay, good. Change legs. So again, hips at hand knee, get that stretch, so we'll open up the legs here, so stretching the groin area, punch one, each, knee, san, shi, go. Good, keep it at your stance. Okay, just relax into your stance. Remember, not too wide, okay? Don't be forcing your knees outwards. Your knees should just be dropping forwards. So you want to get comfortable in this stance. Okay, left arm out, Chokazuki position. Punching each, ni, san, shi, go, rok, sich, hach, go, jo. Okay. So just now let your legs relax, straight on the legs, bend forwards, hands on the floor, push back. Just stretch those hamstrings, give them a little bit of stretch. Very good, and then stretching up, and over to your left, and over to your right. Okay, very good. Okay, that'll do for getting a warm up. We can warm up whilst we're training, doing set one. Good evening. Who else have we got there? Caleb and Matthew. Gentlemen. Hope you are both well, young Jedi. And good evening, Michaela and Betsy-san. Hope you are okay. Okay, so turn and straighten your gis and obis. Make sure you are done up correctly so things aren't going to come undone. Okay, when you're doing this, you should turn away so you don't need to show bits and pieces to other people. and this is incorrect. So we want to kind of make sure our dogi is nice and smart, and our obi should be the same length, okay, as much as possible. Juniors, don't worry too much, okay, and that your obi is tried correctly. Your obi then should not come undone during training, okay, if you've done it correctly first time. So pay attention to the way you are, the way you dress, the way you're smart, okay. It doesn't last like this, obviously, but if you start your lesson with that mindset, then keeping your form is really important part of karate, as we all know. Okay, so let's do the bow. Okay. Sit up. Shomani, right? Sensei, right? Os. Amri, os. Os. Arigato. Okay, good. So what I'm going to do is, as I did on Thursday, but obviously I lost all of you, I think after the first half an hour, 20 minutes or so, because of the technical issue. So what I'm going to do is recap set one, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to slightly change the way that I teach this, because I think what I'll do is incorporate the attack and then the defense, okay? So you'll be able to see both parts, and you kind of got to just join it together in your mind, okay? And I'll explain that in a second. And I'll show it from different angles, and I'll do it right and left side. Okay, remember, Migi, right side. So this is my right hand I'm waving at you now. Okay, when I look on the screen, that's mirroring my hands. Now, it depends how you see this at home, because different computers, different systems, etc. You can mirror, so make it easier for you to understand. Key thing to do is listen to what I'm saying. So make sure you have the sound up, so you'll be able to hear whether I say right hand, right leg. Of course, Migi is right, okay? Hidari is left. So I'll either say right or Migi, left Hidari. Okay, so that's it. Remember, trying to get you to learn some Japanese as much as possible, because we like to think that we do traditional Shotokan karate, and so obviously if they come in Japan, we want to keep it as traditional as possible. Okay, so ready, os. So we're going to practice the right side first each time, okay? So, os. I'm just going to move back ever so slightly. So remember, we've bowed to our partner now, okay? We both yoi. And I'm going to play the part of both people. So I'm going to attack straight away, and then I'm going to step back and defend, okay, that attack. Us. So imagine that I'm right side attacking and I'm right side defending. I hope that makes sense, and it will do as we go along. Okay, so first of all, to step back and right, ich, hey, Jodan, and ish, yeah. So to receive this now, Jodan, us, yeah. Okay, stepping back now, Gedan Barai, ich, and attacking set one, Chudan, punch into the stomach, ich. And now to receive that punch, Chudan, us, okay, and stepping back, Gedan Barai, ich, ready to kick Maigeri, ish, Remember, the attacker always steps back. Tora, the attacker always steps back. Defense now. Maigeri, ich, and the defender steps back to their position, their kamai position. Us. Okay, now left side. So left side, left leg step back, and step back and right. Ich, Jodan, ish, ready to receive Jodan, us, Okay, now so Chudan, punch, Chudan coming in, stomach, us, attacking Chudan, us, and now receiving Chudan, left side, Hidari, Chudan, us, back up to your position, ready to receive us. Okay, step back, get Ambarai, ich, ready to kick Maigeri, us, and Yamei. And now ready to receive the Maigeri. Remember, left kick coming in, us, slide to your left, maigeri, us, aya, and back to the oi, step back, and wait, us. Okay, so I hope that made sense. That was set one, Jodan, Chudan, maigeri, so there are our 3 attacking areas with our 3 blocks, and then we flipped it over to left side as well, okay? So Jodan attack, punch the chin, or Izuki, Jodan, to the chin, okay? Punch the stomach, or Izuki, Chudan, to the stomach, okay? And Maigeri to the stomach, not here, Maigeri to the stomach here, okay? And there are our 3 attacks. Our defense, or our blocking, okay? Agyuki, upper rising block, step back, remember, and then reverse punch. So Chudan, Sotoryuki, outside block, reverse punch. And then Maigeri, Gidanbarai, 45 degrees, Gyakuzuki, return punch, reverse punch. Us. Okay, so right and left side. So from this angle here, same thing, us. So we're practicing set 1, okay, together. Us, that's your partner. Hey, yoi. And step back, Gidanbarai. Ich, hey. Right side again, Jodan, us, aya. Defense for Jodan, right side, Jodan, us, aya. Okay, right side attack, Chudan, Chudan, us, aya. And right side defense for Chudan, Chudan, us, aya. And attacking right side, Maigeri, aya, Maigeri, us, aya. And the Maigeri blocking, Gidanbarai Gyakuzuki, Maigeri, us, aya. Okay, so hopefully that will help us happen. Okay, again, please remember I'm using a fisheye lens to fit everything in because we've worked out that's the best way you can see everything happening in the dojo. Okay, so the angles may look a little bit skewy, but that's the fisheye lens. My kitchen looks enormous through this lens. It is not, I guarantee you. Okay, as you may have heard when I've hit that unit a few times. So now we do the left side. Us. So left side, left leg step back, Gidanbarai. Ich, Jodan, us, heya. Okay, now Jodan blocking. Jodan, us, heya. Okay, so now again, Chudan attack, Chudan, os, heya. And Chudan blocking, ich, heya. And Maigeri kicking, Maigeri, us, heya. And then Maigeri defending, ich, heya. Heya, us. Anyway, so that's it from 2 different angles. If it's better that I face away from you, so you don't see my face, so I can understand that. But is that better that you follow me facing that way? If that is the case, then say yes. Say yes in the chat so I know that that's something you'd like me to do. Otherwise, then I'm going to move on to set 2. Okay, so if you prefer to see me from behind, so you can actually see which leg is moving or attacking, that's absolutely fine. I can do that. If not, then I'll move on to set 2 because we did set 1 last week. Okay, I don't want to do that too much. But if you'd like me, if one person says do it that way, then I will do it that way. If that helps at all. Okay, it's important that you do the techniques correct, and it's not important to start with which arm or leg you use. Okay, ultimately, that if you're blocking, you move backwards, and that's for safety and for defending yourself. If you get the wrong arm, I'm not so much fussed about that. I'm more concerned about you doing the correct block. Thus, okay, this is mainly aimed at the juniors. It's really important to build your confidence in Kumite. Now, you might hear me, I'm not doing it too loud, but I am kiaiing all of the time. And the reason being is that Kumite is nothing without kiai. Okay, it's just a humble personal opinion. Okay, you can see people attack really fast and really strong and be huge and be powerful, but with no kiai, there's no heart. Okay, there's no heart and soul in your, no spirit is probably the thing. So without ki, the spirit is not there, so therefore it's not the same. Kumite is about reaction, okay, getting reaction from both people. So the attacker steps back, poised to attack, okay. They're building energy, okay. They're in their position, Jodan! And then they go, okay, and then it's fast attack, a bit like a firework, okay. Remember, I'm an older firework, so I take a little bit longer to get going, okay, but you attack as strong as you can with good vigor and application. So, Jodan! And you really go for your target because that will help the receiver. The receiver on the other end, okay, will be waiting for Jodan, which makes them jump, and that electrifies them. They become alive, okay? So if you think of Frankenstein's monster and they're being electrocuted with 100 million volts, whatever it is, to wake him up, okay? Bang, wake, okay? So then we're awake, we're alert, okay? And then as soon as you say us means you're ready, okay? You are ready for that attack. Us! And you say that with strong vigor and application. Don't do this. Don't go us. Yeah? Us means I'm not very confident and I'm a bit scared, if I'm perfectly honest. Don't give that away. Us! So be confident, okay? And look at your opponent and you will see the attack, okay? And it won't be anywhere near as fast as you thought it was going to be or anywhere near as scary, and you'll be thinking, just going to step back and block. Okay? Right or left side makes no difference, just as long as you move back. Us! So it's very much mind, in the mind, Kumite, and from here, your heart. Okay, us. Okay, no one said anything, so I'm not going to turn around. I'm going to move on to set 2. So remember the 3 sets that we have within our basic syllabus, okay? Some organizations have no sets, some have 3 sets, some have 5, some have 7, some have 9, and you can continue going. Okay, in our gradings, when you're above sort of the base Q level, we expect you to make your own set. So in other words, you do your own Jodan attack, Chudan attack, Maigeri attack, a Komi attack, and a Moshigeri attack, and even a Ushirigeri attack. Okay, what will suit you? Okay, so you've got to think of a good combination. But what the 3 sets do is give you a baseline, a basic kind of understanding of what you can do, and then if you wish to do so, you can develop that further yourself, which will then show us you, as in what works for you. But some of these don't work for some people. So for instance, when we come to do set 3, we do a Moshigeri. Some people can't do Moshigeri very well, so they wouldn't choose that as a technique to attack with. But they might choose a Fumakomi, which is a lower kick, which might benefit them better. So lots of talking, but I want you to try and understand that the sets are in your syllabus book, okay? So I think they're on pages 39, 40, and 41, okay? And they're there to support you, but not necessarily define you, okay? That's the black belts. That was our decision as senior instructors. Okay, great. So again, I'll use the same format. So I'm going to attack Jodan, and then I'm going to do the defense, and we're going to break these down because these are more complicated. Okay, so right. Set 2, right side, Migi. Step back, get right, Jodan. Jodan. So the attack is the same. Ich. Iya. So that attack always the same. On target, correct with Kiai. Okay, so now to defend against that attack, the punch is coming towards my chin here. Okay, I'm going to sidestep it. So I'm going to let the punch go past my head. Okay, and I'm going to move 45 degrees with upper rising block, Agyuki. Okay, as I do, I bring my left foot to the side 45 degrees and draw my right leg to it. Agyuki, upper rising block. And now I'm at 45 degrees, okay? So half facing, Hanmi. So my opponent is only seeing the edge of my body, not square on, not like this. They are seeing me not square on, Hanmi, half facing, just my side profile, which if I suck my tummy in is definitely smaller than the other profile. Yes? Okay, so this is important, Agyuki. Now the punch will be here. It will have actually gone past the elbow. So what we do now is we kind of let our stance sit down, okay, bring the right leg up, and we want to be pointing our knee to where our opponent is. Okay, so our opponent is still here. This is their kind of, this area, this part of their body, their torso, okay, floating mid-area. So I'm here. Position ready, and I'm going to kick Kiagigeri here, and then Yoko Suri Impuchi, sliding side elbow. Okay. So again, punch is coming here. Slide 45 degrees. Kiagigeri. Yoko Impuchi. Okay, so now think of the left side. So we're going to switch. Because we're learning this, we're going to break this down. So the previous set, we had already done it. So this time we break this down a bit more. Make sure people get their understanding. Make sure we do different angles so everyone is doing it correctly. So left side then, step back, get Ambrai ready to do the left side attack, which should be here. Easy for you. Remember hips at hand knee, and then attack strong Jodan. Os, here. Okay, yamei. So again, this punch now with the left hand is going to come here. Okay. So the punch is coming towards my nose, towards my jaw here. So I'm going to just step 45 degrees the opposite direction now. So I'm going to go right foot 45, left foot slide up, Agiyuki. Same stance, and this stance is feet together stance, Hai Sukudachi. Hai Sukudachi. Here. Same as before, let your hips just drop down. Don't force your knees down. Okay, just let your hips drop. Then your knees naturally relax. Okay, if you think of the hip and not the knee, if you relax your knees, you're going to be pushing and then you're tensing your legs up, and it doesn't give you any flexibility. You let your hips just drop and your shoulders drop, gravity takes over, and everything else just plops. This is great because you're nice and relaxed now. Got your block, you've got your knee. Okay. Now remember, we're doing Kiagigeri. Kiagigeri. So we're snapping the foot. So we're doing the edge of the foot. The person's arm is here. Okay. Arm is here, and the torso, the area I wish to kick, is here. Their front foot is there. It's really difficult, isn't it, when you can't see? But hopefully you can use your brain. If you're partnered up with someone amazing, even easier. Okay, so punch is coming through, 45 degrees to the right, block with the left arm. Okay, the left foot is now going to kick Kiagigeri. From here, Kiagi, slide, side elbow. Okay, so once more, left side, remember, left punch coming in, go to the outside of the punch, right arm, right leg, slide the left leg up, 45 degrees. Kiagigeri, sliding, Yoko Impuchi. Us? Is that Sensei Mark? Good evening, Sensei Mark. Hope you're well. Okay, so let's think about this as a kind of a combination then. What are we actually doing? So the punch is coming into the head, okay? You go to the outside of the arm. That means you've got the side profile of the person, and if anything, their back. Their front foot is here. The great thing about this, okay, is that the trouble has already gone past. So you don't need to worry so much about your block, but your block needs to be strong still, just in case they follow you. But here, what you're thinking of is kicking Kiagi, okay? Then coming round that leg. So the legs here come round the leg with the elbow. You elbow them here, where you've just kicked them. So it's double wham, kick, elbow. Then you're perfectly poised for an Ashibarai, Toshizuki finish, if we were going to do that, okay? If we were to make this into a real Kumite session. So whenever we develop these sets, we always think of as black belts. I said to our black belts at the last Yudansha session, the last black belt session, that as black belts we think differently. We're always looking at beyond, okay? So with the basics for juniors, okay, and lower grade adults, you're just thinking of the block, the kick, and the elbow. The black belts, beyond. How can we continue? How can we finish? Actually, it's better, not how we can continue. Okay. So I'm going to face the other way now because I do think this helps when we're doing this particular set. Okay, because it'll give you an idea of where I'm moving to. So again, I'll do the punches first. So right side, step back with your right leg. Okay, Gidan right. Ich, here. Okay, so attacking Jodan with the right hand to the head. Jodan, us, here. And yame. Okay, so the defense is coming here, but towards my chin. Left arm up, blocking with the right arm, slide to my left, 45 degrees each. Position ready for kick. Kicking Kiyagi Geri. Ish. Bring the leg back. Here. And elbow. Back again. We'll do the block again. Jodan. Us. Slide 45 degrees to your left. Upper rising block. High Sukudachi. Feet together stance. Let your hips drop. Kick Yoko Geri Kiyagi. And back. Yo. Elbow. Left side. So now the left hand is punching to us. Jodan, slide to your right, right arm up, block with the left arm, 45 degrees. Again, Kiyagi Geri, slide here, Yoko Enpuchi. Really important, I think, is from the Kiyagi perspective, the kick. Make sure when you kick, you come back. And the reason for that being is the kick's gone, it's done its damage, it's done its work, it's done. But bring it back so you can kick again, or you can do something else. Okay, so again, have that in your mindset. Really important. So once more, left side, sliding this way, punches coming here. Jodan, us, each, knee, balance, yeah, elbow. That balance here gives you an opportunity to get this correct. Now, when I do the elbow, I come from underneath the arm and I have the palm up and I rotate the hand to almost give me, well, it does give me, it doesn't almost, it does give me kime. Okay, you can do this way, but I get more kime, similar to turning my hand over for punching, similar. Turn my hand over, kime. Okay, Shotokan, turn. Yeah, you're allowing the muscles and the tendons and the ligaments to be free at this point, and then you're bringing them together to get the power that you need. Okay, it's just a small thing and not thing to worry about too much or concern yourself. But higher grades, definitely you want to be thinking of your form. You're also going to do this in kata at some point. Okay, so really important to come in and make this strong. Again, if your balance is poor, you'll drop your foot, you've lost your momentum, you've lost your technique, as it were. So make sure whether you're right side or left side, it doesn't matter. Make sure your form is good. Make sure your kick is correct. Form, and elbow. Opposite side, good yoy position, good form. My students will all tell you I don't like anything other than feet together stance. Haisukudachi is haisukudachi or it is not at all. Okay, here, Kiyagi, balance, open hands, zia, and elbow. So I appreciate the fisheye doesn't quite catch the angles correctly, but if I put you on just one times magnifying, you won't get me all in. So it'll do. You get the idea. So set one Jodan then. In the book, you'll see it written down. Sensei Mark's done a brilliant job of making it, I think, clear. Okay, but sometimes you have to see to understand. Okay, quietly it says step back 45 degrees, upper rising block in Haisukudachi. If you're not sure what Haisukudachi is, look at the glossary at the back of the book. Okay, and it tells you that it's feet together stance. Then it says Yoko Geri Kiyagi. If you're not sure what that is, you look in the back and you see that says side snap kick. If you're not sure what the next bit is, you see that it's side elbow. Okay, try to make it as easy as possible for everybody to have a go and understand. And remember, these are just the baseline. These are just to give you an idea of what you're doing. Okay, so make sure that when you look at this, okay, you've got the correct set that you want to do. So set one, we said, was for white belts right the way up to sort of yellow belt. Then from green and purple, you want to be learning set 2. And obviously remembering set 1. And then set 3 is really for brown belts and above to black belt, who should then know all 3, but also very much in their mindset have their own thing. Okay, they try their own set. This is important. Black belts beyond, you have your own sets. Okay, you can use these because some of these I don't think can be bettered much, to be honest, because they're really good. But you can use your own things that will benefit you as a person, so physically suit you. Okay, okay, so let's move on. Jodan set 2. Jodan set 2, done. Hey, oi. Okay, so now we're moving on to Chudan, set 2 Chudan, my apologies. Set 2 Chudan. So let's do the right side attack. Okay, so nice and simple, Chudan punch to the stomach. Okay, so right. Hey, oi, step back, get under, right? Each, here. and attacking strong to Chudan, remember, with Kiai. Chudan, os, aya! Hayame. Okay, good. So now, the defense on Chudan set 2. Haiwanuki. Haiwanuki. Haiwan. Okay, so if we take the arm, well, this makes my arm look really weird. So this is the forearm, okay? Okay, so you're doing this. So Geiwan is outer arm, Neiwan is inner arm, and then Haiwan is, I think, the forearm or the top of the arm. Very powerful. Okay, when you clench your fist here, you should feel this muscle become solid, and it is solid. Okay, so particularly if you do a lot of karate. Okay, if you're a tennis player, this bit's huge. The forearms are superb because they have to be big and strong to hold the rackets. Okay, but karateka, not necessarily big but tight muscles. So you're going to be blocking with the top of the arm. Okay, it's very strong muscle and it's tightly bound. Okay, so it's not a kind of big chunky muscle like the bicep. Okay, which obviously, you know, depending on how much weight you do. This is a different type of muscle. Okay, the fibers are much tighter and therefore stronger. These just make it look good, don't they? So, Haiwanuki. Haiwanuki. And you want to be rotating your hip as you do this. Okay, so for your position here, as the right hip comes back, it brings the left arm round, like so. And you're going to go into Kibarachi, okay? So your right leg steps back from this position here to here. Haiwanuki, Haiwanuki. Okay, and this is side stance, Kibarachi. We did this in the warm-up. Kibarachi. Okay, don't go too wide on your Kibarachi. There was a period of time when this was definitely my side stance. The problem with it was that I was always taught to force your knees out and open up this area. The trouble is that doesn't make any sense at all. Better to be closer, more natural, so you're flexing forwards and you're pushing here. So this area becomes stronger. Okay, and you have more stability, much more power, much more power. So when you come back from Hachidachi, open leg stance, Shizentai, okay, you're coming back here. And you're solid in your stance. Okay, so Kibarachi is horse riding stance. So obviously, if you're riding a horse, this is a really big one. And I would say this is a normal horse. This possibly isn't a horse, this is possibly a rhino. Okay, so don't go too wide on your Kibarachi. The issue being is that if you go too low in your stances, you can't move. Yes, you may build strong muscles, and as a beginner, that's great. But when we're doing Kumite, you need to come up a little bit. Okay, not too high. This is not Kibarachi. You have to make sure you're still down, but you have to be able to move at speed. At speed. Okay. So Zen Kotsudachi to start with, good training, nice and low. Zen Kotsudachi, nice and low, but not good for speed. Yeah, powerful, but goodness me, it takes you half an hour to move forwards. So don't get too low in your stance. So from here, your jiku, yeah, your axis point, here. So this hip connects with this elbow, this forearm. The next bit we're going to do is elbow, kind of giving that away, I think, now. Never mind, that's me all over. So here, strong, here. So you can see the punch coming in, bang. Okay, and this literally will stop the punch dead. Could use Soto Ryuki, could use. We do that in set 1. Set 1, Chudan, block, punch. Here, Haiwanuki, because it fits in with the next part of this technique, okay, which is using Hijiate, elbow, or Enpi, Enpi elbow strike. So here, come in, punch here, Chudan, here, blocking here. Now, your person, their foot is here, their arm is here. They just bounce their arm off. It's kind of rusted in front of your belt now. Keep tight to their body, and slide in. Again, Kibarachi, side stance. Okay, I'm going to show this a different angle in a minute because it'll make more sense, I feel. Here. Yoko MP. Yoko MP or Shiro MP. What did Sensei put in the thing? He put in there right arm, elbow strike. Yushiro, back elbow. Okay, back elbow. Excuse me, I've got cramp in my feet from this freezing cold floor. Ouch. Okay, so that's what's important. Us. That took me half an hour to get up from the bow, let alone anything else. Us. Please remember, if you struggle with our kneeling bell, and I don't like doing it on this freezing cold floor of mine in my kitchen, just do a standing bell. Us. Just do a standing bell. It's important never to go to do stuff that you don't want to do. It's going to hurt you, going to cause problems. I'd rather you train than do the bow correctly. You can still bow correctly doing a standing bow, so don't worry. Brilliant answer, love it. Okay, so Haiwanuki. Punch comes in down center here, strong here, powerful kick tight, slide in, back elbow, yeah? So you're coming in here. You don't augment it, but you want to because it feels strong. Okay, so if I do it this way, maybe this is a better angle, I have no idea. Punch comes in here, remember it's right hand punch, we're doing the right side. My right leg moves, block with my left arm, each. Here, kibadachi, come round tight. Kibadachi, okay, kibadachi, side stance. This one works better with a partner because it's less easy to visualize, I feel. So you kind of trace your partner's body. What you don't want to do is this, and the person comes in, each. So you're away from your partner now, knee, and you're away from your partner completely. You've missed them. You've rotated too far away from the body, by which time they've disappeared. Okay. You want to make sure that your contact point stays where they were punching. So you stop the punch dead here. Okay. And then rather than spin, you're not spinning. Yeah. You're coming in with a back elbow. Okay. And you're landing in kibadachi. I think that angle maybe shows better. It's difficult with the fisheye to sort of really kind of tell if that's coming across on camera. I hope it makes sense. Let's show you it from this angle. So again, punch coming in here. Yeah, remember this hip, the right hip brings this left arm round. So we're hand me, half facing, as we rotate here. Okay, so we rotate here, this position here. The arm is ever so slightly relaxed. Okay, not 90 degrees and not straight. So just let it relax, but tense this part of the arm. This part of the arm, you want to keep that nice and sort of relaxed here, and you just tense the arm that needs to be here. Come tight, yeah. Okay, and that's it. Left side then, left side. Chudan. Punch comes in, right arm. So get this feeling of the right arm comes round, the right hip traces, or the left hip comes back. Okay, whatever way you want to remember this is up to you, but that's what's important. So the hip is connected with the arm. So as this finishes, the stance finishes. Here, come tight, here, and slide in. Make sure when you turn, probably didn't pick this up on the right side, but it is immaterial now. So make sure that when you block, keep an eye on your opponent. You block the arm, okay, and you want to not take your eyes off them too soon. So as you come through, you turn, yeah, and you only turn the head the last second. So those of you that know shirogeri, which is back kick, okay, it's exactly the same. When we do back kick, we're looking halfway, we still stay looking. Then we turn only at kicking point. Okay, don't turn your head too soon, otherwise you start to not kick through. You spin, you rotate. Okay, you rotate too much, then it's not back kick. Okay, it's not back elbow. It will be mawashi elbow. Mawashi comes around. This doesn't come around. This comes back. Okay, so that's what we're trying to do. So let's do the right side and the left side. Okay, so us. Okay, so again, we'll do the attack first. Step back with your right leg. Each, here, and attacking. Chudan, us, hiya, hey, mate. Okay, so now blocking, Chudan punch coming in. Remember, you're receiving your own punch. Chudan, us, hiya. Yep. I think my kiai might have gone a whole way through the technique there. I like doing that occasionally. Just kiai everything. Okay, so now left side attack. Each. Remember, we don't need to keep bowing. We've bowed already. Us, we've not finished what we're doing at the moment. We don't bow until we need to. Chudan, us, yo. Hey. So now blocking Chudan, us, hey. Okay, take a place away from your partner. Hamre, us. Okay, so recap. Jodan, us. Agyuki, Haisukadachi. Hiyagigeri, balance. Yoko Impyuchi. Left side, Agyuki, Jodan, ich. Chudan, us. Left side, Chudan, us. And Yame. And take a place from your partner. Tere, us. Okay, so Jodan, Chudan, set 2 done. Tick. Okay, good, very good. Okay, so moving on to Maigeri, set 2. So Maigeri last time, we did Gidan Barai sliding, and then we did Gidan Barai sliding and Yakuzuki. Us. This time, we're doing stepping. Okay, so our right leg, this is my right leg, okay? My right leg comes 45 degrees behind myself. So the kick is coming here. So the kick goes past me. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to do Gidan Barai again, but I'm going to do Gyaku. So this is a reverse Gidan Barai. Here. Leg is here. Here. Person is here. Then, punch to the head. Hand me. Yeah, to make this extend. Hand me and Gyakuzuki. Yeah! To finish. So in other words, one punch goes here, tickle their chin. I like doing that. And the other one goes into their side, actually about here. Okay, because the person is at a 45-degree angle to you. Plus when you do this. Okay. So again, I'll show you from different angles to sort of help you do this. But basically, the right leg comes all the way around to here. Zen Kutsadachi. Okay. Gyaku. Now, when you do Gyaku, your hips are shomen. So square. So square. When you do the first punch, hand me, and when you finish, they're square again. Square, square, hand me, square. Okay, and this technique is called Gyaku Gidan Barai Zen Kutsadachi, Kizamazuki Gyakuzuki. Okay, it's a Jodan, punch the chin, Kizamazuki, Chudan, Gyakuzuki. Now, if the person's really tall, you wouldn't punch Jodan, okay? If the person's really tall and you couldn't possibly reach their chin if you tried, okay, you can punch in this area here. You could do double punch, double strike, 1, 2 into the rib area here. That's a good attack. That's a really strong attack as well. Some would say better than possibly even punching to the head. So you can always adapt this regardless of your height, size, ability, disability, makes no difference. This will work, of course. Okay, for me, this is one of my favorite ones. And the reason being is that as soon as you let a leg go past you here, there's wonderful things you can do. Okay, as soon as someone's committed to a kick and you go the inside, they can continue. But as you go to the outside of them, this is from a fighter's perspective, okay, there's absolutely nothing they can do. They can possibly kick with the same leg and maybe the front hand. They could rotate. If they rotate, their back is straight there, so you just hit them there. So there's very little that they can do. So I like going to the outside of people's legs because I can control and do what I need to do to defeat that technique. Okay. So my favorite technique is just basically cover the block, sweep the leg and push and feet. Anyway, we're not doing that tonight. I get way too excited thinking about things like that. So it's important, yeah, that your Gyaku. Gyaku means the reverse. So if my right leg goes back, okay, in other words, sorry, if my left leg is out, my right arm is down. Gyaku. So, right leg back, Gyaku Gidan Barai, Kizamazuki, ya, Gyakuzuki. Left side, left leg back, left arm block, ich, Kizamazuki, ya, Gyakuzuki. From a different angle, right leg back, Gidan Barai, here, Kizamazuki, Gyakuzuki. Left leg back, ich, Kizamazuki, Gyakuzuki. if I face away, kick is coming in with the right leg. Each step back. The kick is now here. The person's head is at the end of my fist, and their torso is now at the end of my second fist. Left side, punch comes here. Punch, I mean kick. Kick comes here. Kick has gone past. First punch to the head, Hanmi, Gyakuzuki. Okay, so again, if you look at Sensei Mark's syllabus, okay, and I say Sensei Mark because he spent all the time and energy writing this up and translating it actually from Japanese to English, which is no mean feat in itself. Okay, just to give you an example of the reading of the book. So it tells you the attack, which is down the center, and that says Maigeri, and we're on set 2. Okay, now everything you read there is right side, and it says at the bottom, just switch it around in your head for left side. Easier said than done that, but we're practicing the left side as regularly as we do the right side. Gyaku Gidambarai. Reverse downward sweep, right arm, rotating 45 degrees to the left right leg. Zenkutsudachi. Okay. Then Jodan Oizuki, punch the face. Okay, I said Kazamazuki is actually your Oizuki, okay, because it's a lunge punch feeling. And then that's with the left arm. And then it says the final technique, Chudan Gyakuzuki, reverse punch with the right arm. Okay, so let's follow that off. Outer arm, this is the outer arm. Reverse downward sweep. So reverse opposite arm with the right arm, rotating to the left, 45 degrees here. Front arm, back up, correct. Do you see what I mean? You'll read this sometimes and you'll think, I'm not sure, I don't well understand that. That's why we're doing this in the dojo. Obviously, we've been practicing it normally face to face. Okay, so hopefully this is bringing this together if you don't already know these sets and they're not established in your mind. Okay, so again, quick recap. Let's continue this set to see if we can complete it this evening. Okay, so we have one more attack on Chudan set 2, Kikomi set 2, and that is quite simple, really, to be honest. Attack comes in, kicking, it's all going wrong. Kicking Kikomi Geri, so front thrust kick, okay? So we'll practice this kick first of all. So bow, yoi, step back, Gidambarai, ich. Okay, so remember, we're going to kick. So our knee comes up to the front, and then we twist the hip, pivot on the ball of the foot, and kick Kikomi. Chudan. Kikomi. Us. Iga. Okay, so thrust kick. So return that kick, okay, or block that kick. We're going to block Sotoryuki. We're going to rotate again. The right leg comes around, just as we've done. Exactly the same. So block here. The body's now here. There's a lovely area here called Gyakuzuki. Keeping it simple. And the reason this one's kept so simple, okay? Kikomi, os, iya. Kikomi is a really difficult kick to block, okay? Kikomi done properly, I would say, is almost impossible to block. It's such a powerful kick. If someone commits to it 100%, then they don't pull it. They just kick straight through you. It's like a steam train coming at you. You can't stop it. You try. Doesn't matter. However, if you're able to sidestep it, and I said earlier about going to the outside of the leg, then the Kikomi is not a worry. Okay, you're able to hear Gyakuzuki. Taking a Kikomi on with a full-on block, dead blocking, it's a brave person. Okay, it's a brave person that does that. The leg is mightier than the arm in terms of just sheer physical size. Okay. The arm is much faster, so could actually potentially be stronger than the leg. Okay, well, not always, actually. Some people can kick really fast. But for me, Kikomi is a really, really powerful kick and difficult to deflect when it's really done properly. I've been kicked with Kikomi full on, full power, and been pretty much unable to block it, no matter how hard I've tried. If you've got someone who's a really good karateka, and I've trained with some very, very good people, very challenging kick to block. But not so if you're able to move your body. So on this one here, just Sotoryuki, Gyakuzuki. Yeah. So left side, left kick coming in, Chudan, Kikomi, us, yeah. Okay, so right side again, Kikomi, us, Iya. Left side, kikomi, us. Iya. Okay. So I hope that kind of makes sense. So that's set 2. What we're going to do now is recap the whole set. Us. We'll do right and left side, both Jodan, Chudan, Maigeri, Kikomi. Okay, right and left side. I'll do it facing you, and then I'll do it facing away. So you can hopefully recap this if you wish to do so whilst looking at your book. None of this obviously is better than the dojo. You can learn best in the dojo because we're able to see things, practice things, stop things, restart things. Can't do that. We can on YouTube, I guess, to a degree, but it's not the same. It's not the same. Right side then. Let's go. Jodan, Shudan, Maigyo, Kikomi on the right side, and then we'll do the left side. Us. Okay, so we're going to do the attack and the block. Us. Ayoi. Set 2, right side. Jodan. Us. Iya. Jodan. Us. Iya. Chudan. Us. Iya. Chudan, us, iya. Maigeri, us, iya. Maigeri, us, iya. Kikomi, us, iya. Kikomi, us, iya. And now left side. Left leg back, remember, attacking, us. Jodan, us, iya. Jodan, us, iya. Chudan, us, iya. Chudan, us, iya. Maigeri, us, iya. Maigeri, us, iya. Kikomi, us, iya. Kikomi, us, iya. Hey, and yame. All right, us. Okay, I'm not going to switch it around. I'm very conscious of the fact that 8 o'clock people are supposed to possibly do something to celebrate, or not celebrate, mark the anniversary of the lockdown. So you may wish to do so. So please don't feel you have to stay while I do the Dojo to finish the lesson. Thursday we'll recap set 2 as our warm-up. Okay, so quickly on Thursday, and then we'll focus on set 3. So tonight we've recapped set 1, we've done set 2, and then we're going to do set 3 on Thursday. Also, don't forget Saturday, the Spring Keiko. If you wish to attend, then you need to either message me or email me so I can give you the Zoom link, okay, because it is a private session for our members. Other people are welcome, but you need to contact me first so I know who you are. Also, I hope that's okay. Let's finish with the Dojo-kun. Dojo-kun. Hitotsu, Jinkan Kokansei ni Soromoto koto. Hitotsu, Makoto no michi o momoru koto. Hitotsu, Doryoku no seishin, yashina o koto. Hitotsu, regyo moncho o koto. Hitotsu, keki no yo imashimoru koto. I'm ready. Os. Os. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. I am finishing in a hurry because I almost forgot about this evening at 8 o'clock. So wishing you all the very best. See you on Thursday in the dojo, and look forward to catching up with everyone then. Okay, thank you very much. Jamatane. See you later. Oi, sumisai. Arigatou gozaimasu. Hey, good night. Us.